Welcome back to the ECH Premier League review or report show.
Where we go through this week's matches in the Premier League.
Yeah, and we'll give our thoughts on the games and, some controversial decisions as well. And we'll do some occasional analysis. We may as well get it straight into it with the first game, I think, this week. We said, well, I don't know if we said on record, but we said in the week since we're not going to watch City again. So this is the last time until we play them next time, basically. We're going to talk about it. Obviously, this is a very eventful game, which normally these big games are pretty boring, aren't they? But, obviously the second half is different, but, it was still entertaining, wasn't
it? And then basically first 10-15 minutes City were playing alright. They got a few half chances. And then obviously they scored the goal.
Yep.
Which was just a bit of lax defending by Arsenal, really, wasn't it? Let them go straight through the middle.
Yeah, I think Calafiori did the right thing pressing up, didn't he, from left back. But then Gabriel was covering round way too much, wasn't he? I think he just thought Big Will would handle Haaland on his own, but it's not that easy.
No. Yeah, obviously they're just a couple of yards off him and he just took the shot quite quickly, didn't
he? Yeah, I'm not saying Haaland's one of the best players ever, but in terms of finishing, he isn't.
Yeah.
In that specific skill set, he's one of the best of all time, basically.
If he can run in a straight line and shoot, then he's really good.
Yeah.
Or if it gets crossed into him and he's got a bit of space in the box, he's really good.
Yeah.
Anyone else, he can't do it, can he?
No, not to the level of the Premier League anyway.
And then after that goal, Arsenal dominated from then on till half time, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a good 25 minutes where we were having by far the better of the play, really. City, I think they had that Gundogan shot, didn't they, actually? Shortly after the goal or before the goal. City's goal.
Yeah, hit the post, the free kick.
Yeah. But, like you say, we were dominating.
And then obviously Calafiori got a really good edge of the box goal.
Yeah, that's an advantage of being that button from that position, because it was curling away from the keeper, so he just had no chance.
Yeah. And then the City fans were just people who hate Arsenal complaining that the ref didn't let Walker get back in. Just shut the hell up.
Yeah.
He was right there lined up in the back four.
Mm.
And, he's played the ball quick. And that's the whole initiative they're doing, don't delay the restart.
Yeah.
And he's played it quick, and Walker's just standing with his arms out, oh no! Just run back and tackle him.
Yeah, he's clearly fast enough to get back, and he's. But the ref called him over, didn't he? That's obviously what's annoyed him. The ref calls him over, and he's just come on, take it quick, lads, get in there. Oh, he's gone.
Serves him right. You shouldn't have a right back captain, should you?
Yeah, I thought that as well. Who the hell is a right back captain?
He just has to suck that one up. How is that really impacting the long range shot like that, really?
Yeah, true. They didn't close Calafiori down, did they? Because obviously they thought, he's just going to hit it over or something. He's a centre half. He's obviously going to miss. He just bends it in the top corner. Literally bent it, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a more accurate shot than just smacked it.
Yeah. If you're curling it in, you have to hit it a bit harder because it's going towards the keeper. But with them, as long as you place it right in the top corner, then there's no saving it, basically.
And we got a corner. Saka whipped it into Big Gabby. He was 2 yards out and he missed. And he usually scores them.
Yeah, he said, didn't he? As soon as they were lining up for it, he was blocking Gabby. Doku was blocking him. And then, we'll get to the next corner in a minute, but he thought surely you got to change the person who's on Big Gabby. He needs blocking. He needs 2 men blocking him and another to challenge over the header, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then the keeper needs to throw in a fist or something, doesn't he?
Yeah. That guy is just dominant in the air, unbelievable.
Yeah. And you just mentioned it in the second corner. There's a carbon copy of the one we just mentioned, but instead they swapped Doku off, marking Big Gabby for Walker, didn't they?
Yeah. And Walker was being all like angsty, wasn't he, ready for it to come in? Like he kept like tapping Big Gabby and stuff, like like he was going to dominate him back, but he just completely failed at his goal, didn't
he? He just like, I don't even know what happened. He looked left to see if it was coming in, and Gabby had already run round him.
Yeah.
He just completely lost it.
We should say Arsenal got the new tactic now, and they have like, instead of like blocking from the from the inception of the corner, they just have like 4 people who go to the back post and then just walk in front of the keeper's area, sort of. Yeah. So he can't like get a clear path to run out to where Big Gabby's gonna head at the back stick.
He's not like someone on the line jostling with the keeper. It's just last second to get there.
Yeah, you gotta say, having a set piece coach is so useful because he's got time to think about this stuff. Like that's his only job, and it scores another goal. Because obviously, if you have Ben White there all the time, like we used to, they're going to give a foul on every time. So.
But now he's kicked up a new tactic, and if they're going to give fouls for that, then we got to do it this way.
Yeah, they are, because Bernardo brought it up after the game, didn't he? So he's going to have to come up with something else, but he doesn't care, does he? He's got all day to think about it.
Martinelli just stood there, and you're right as a footballer, you can stand on the pitch and do whatever you want. You don't have to get out of the way of another player, do you?
No, like I can't see how they're going to start giving them as fouls. They'll try to, but I can't see how that's going to work.
You're just standing there, like, what do you want him to do? Move out of the way. It's contact sport.
Who am I to say the keeper's going to run in my direction? He could run anywhere, couldn't he, to go to the ball? I'm just standing in a general place, like a defender would, where the ball's likely to come, aren't you? It's not like the ball doesn't go in the 6-yard box. Like it goes in there every corner.
Just mentioned Saka's delivery on the corners are just perfect, aren't they?
Yeah. I think he's gone to another level this season, Saka. He just looks better.
It's not a coincidence, is it? Because he just kept it straight on Gabby's head every time. So it's not off fleek or anything.
It was exactly the same on the second goal as the first corner. Unbelievable how similar it was.
Yep. And then mentioning, I think I've seen online people saying, well, why doesn't the keeper just like shove the players or whatever a bit? Because they never give them against keepers.
Yeah.
Just run into him, bounce off him, and get on the ground like you've been shot. Well, no, just barge through the player and punch it.
Yeah, I don't see why they can't do it. If he's obstructed him, like run into him and shove him.
We're doing it to them, so why don't they give it back? They just let us do it to them.
Yeah. So we're going to keep doing it. But that goal, was like the last thing, really, was it? Of our play. Pretty much of our actual attacking play.
Yeah, I think he had a few like things that could have amounted to more, but didn't come off.
Yeah. Because when did we score that second goal?
It was quite turnaround, wasn't it, really? After was it 25, 30 minutes?
Yeah. Not really too much happening up to half time, really. So we were like dominating the ball, weren't we? But I don't remember any major chances.
No. And then we probably, if we didn't get the red card, what we're going to talk about now, we probably would have got a few more set pieces and we probably would have scored another one.
Yeah. There's 2 ways to look at it though in this red card, really. Like, you can say like, well, it was João Pedro, right, against us for Brighton when he was sort of running and the ball went out and he booted it. So you could say like Trossard's was similar to that, like the ball was in play, like he's already making the action to go towards it and kick it. So it's sort of like, in the bounds of the game, really. It's not like he's wasting time or anything. But then on the other side, you could say like, he shoved him in the back. It was an obvious foul. Like, the ref's going to blow the whistle. So as soon as you hear the whistle, you got to stop. There's 2 ways to look at it. I don't know really, but
the information is that it was 1 second after the whistle had gone, he kicked it. So human reaction time is more than 1 second usually.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you're already moving.
Yeah. So how could he have stopped the action?
Yeah, that was very stupid. Like, obviously, what Trossard's done, like, with all the attention that's on us, obviously the race, it's just like, could he have stopped himself? You know, like, have you just got to like go down to their level and just say, all right, that's it. I'm just gonna completely abide by the rules, even though no other team in the league does.
And you said the race one that you kind of, you can't really complain about that one. Like obviously no one else gets it given against them, but like the ball's dead, and he's kicked it away, so technically he has committed the crime.
Yeah.
But this one, like you've seen it like 100 times since the race one, and it's never been given. I think they give one against Bruno Fernandes. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it even happened in this game, didn't it? Like, really early on. It was a Dokov again, was it?
Yeah.
Messing it up. He just kicked it. Well, he didn't kick it very far, did he? But he did more than what Rice did. So, they didn't book him for that.
And then last week, Liverpool, Szoboszlai did it, didn't he? He clearly fouled him. Similar foul to what Trossard did. And then he just whipped it across, like, and booted it.
Yeah.
And it was the same ref.
Right.
He didn't book him. And he was on a booking already. So he just sent him off.
No. I said though, didn't I, like, as soon as he'd given the first goal, because it was the ref's fault, that the goal was actually, like, able to be scored for our first one. I said, like, he's going to 100% do something to even it up. And he's just that sort of guy, really. He is, like, completely useless ref, really, I think. And he gets all the big games.
And then you got the City Arsenal game last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he messed that one up as well.
Don't know. I just don't know what to say. As an Arsenal fan, it's just like, what the hell do you even do? It's one rule for us and different rule for everyone else.
Yeah, like it's not like we only watch Arsenal and they're like, oh, we're so hard done to immediate, just because we don't know anyone else. Like, we watch all the other games as well. So, like, and we never see these sorts of decisions being made. I just don't understand, like, why do you want to send someone off for
that? Like, last season when Howard Webb did the damn mic'd up thing or whatever, saying, he didn't want to send Kovacic off because he's just managing the game. And he didn't want to disrupt the game or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, what is this then? Sending him off for kicking the ball like 5 yards.
Yeah. It was like he was passing it through to Martinelli, he was clean through on goal, wasn't he? And it's loud as hell in the stadium.
Yeah, and if he thought he wasn't going to give a foul, then that's a really good opportunity to score, isn't
it? Yeah. No, it's annoying though, because like other leagues, like if you watch our Napoli videos, we watch them, and they're like just normal. It's like going back in time, and like you're allowed to stop the play and like hold it up, which is just like tactical, isn't it? I don't mind that. No one minds it.
And they only ever punish it if it's like really like obvious, like he's just beating the ball.
Yeah. That's fair enough, and everyone accepts that.
But these ones are just ruining the game, aren't they?
Yeah, pointless. You're saving like a couple of seconds, maybe.
That was a point on it, actually. It was like 2.5 minutes over the added time.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't do anything in the added time for them to add that much.
No.
So we were screaming at the TV, weren't we? Before, like, just blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Like, for like a good 2 minutes. And he just wouldn't blow the whistle.
Yeah.
And then he sent it. That happened, he sent him off, and then they took the free kick and he blew the whistle.
Yeah.
I just don't know what he was doing.
Yep. And then, obviously we get into the second half and it's just backs against the wall, really. Which, we can do, can't we, now, with that sort of team.
We've grinded it a few times this season already.
Yeah.
And same last season.
Yep. I don't have a problem with that. If anything, I would have gone more defensive, to be honest. I would have gone 3 in midfield and 6 at the back or something. But he had, that 5-back formation. Ben White had to come on even though he's injured.
And Martinelli was just like the last guy. He was the only one who ran forwards basically.
Yeah, and he was completely dead.
Yeah.
Like by the end.
I think the injuries did us. That's why we conceded at the end, because we had to bring on, no offence to Lewis Skelly, but he's only 17, and
Yeah.
if we would have had like Tomiyasu or just, some of the players like Calafiori, if he was fitter, he could have lasted the 90 minutes and
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't have conceded on that corner.
That's it. We did well not to give him any corners the entire half, didn't we? Like we were sort of centralising it all and like not letting him get down the wings. And then I think when Grealish got on, it changed it a bit, didn't it? Because he got the last corner, did he?
Yeah,
For the goal. And which side was the other corner? It might have been the other side. Yeah, it was the other side, the right hand side for them. But yeah, I said once we give away the first corner, I was like, that's the last thing you want to do. I think Jesus gave away the first one.
Yeah, it was really avoidable, and like he didn't have to touch it.
Yeah, because that's the highest probability of scoring is going to be off a corner in these sorts of situations, because otherwise we've got like 8 players in the box ready to defend them. And at least they can pile in a load of players, even though we've still got loads back there. They can pile them in for a corner.
Because they know we're not even going to try and attack, we're just going to try and clear it, so they can just leave 1 or 2 back.
Yep.
Ready to pick up the clearance or whatever.
Yeah, but even then it was lucky for them, really. Because Raya made a good save, didn't he? And then, Stones was just there to put it in. But he actually almost got it with his foot, didn't he? Raya, the second shot.
Yeah, he's completely facing the wrong way and he just lifted his foot up and it almost turned it over.
Honestly, if he'd have saved that, I would be saying he's the best keeper in the world right now.
Yeah, he's had a few blinders this season.
Yeah, and he's played 2 games for Spain in the international break because Simon was injured. So he's just like, it's everything's going right for him at the moment.
And then just to give a bit more detail on that corner, we were tired when we just couldn't get out, and they took a quick corner and just changed the angle up a bit and got a bit of space.
Yeah, which I thought, like, why the hell are you taking it short? But, it worked, didn't
it? Well, yeah, like you said, it was really lucky because they didn't actually score off the shot, did they? It just got deflected out.
That's it. What about all the beef with all the players and, like, Haaland chucked the ball at Gabby, didn't he, when after they scored?
Yeah, so you can get sent off for kicking the ball a second after the whistle. But you can check the ball completely on purpose at the back of someone's head. He's not even looking.
Yeah.
And you don't even get a yellow.
Yeah, that's it. But then that was the last kick of the game as well. Pretty much. Like, just enraging, isn't it, really? Like, we did all that work, like, honestly, defending so well, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't blame him. He did well to, like, get that far with 2-1 up, didn't we?
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel too bad, really. Obviously, you lost 2 points because of it, but you can make that right at the Emirates, can't we?
Yeah, well, like we said, really, first half, we were completely dominating the second half of that half, weren't we?
And that was away from home, so we're going to be scary at the Emirates, I reckon.
Yeah, hopefully.
And they've got no Rodri because Artie, brushed his shoulder with no force at all, and he did his ACL in his knee or something.
Yeah, anterior cruciate ligament.
So hopefully it's not too serious, but he's out for 5 years.
Well, I looked on X about an hour ago. I was on my way home, and Fabrizio tweeted that apparently he's out for the season. So, if that is true, then, it couldn't be any more perfect. The best player in the world, probably.
Remember when they had him out for 3 games last season and they dropped points in all 3?
Oh, yeah.
And now he's out for the whole season, so...
Yeah, again, though, in this game, that's a direct correlation from when he went off to when we started dominating. It was literally the minute after we started getting on the ball. Because he's just there, and he recycles the ball so well.
Yep.
Like, it's a shame that he plays for City, because if he played for anyone else, I'd like him, and want him to do well. But as it is, I've got to hate
him. He just plays for a demon club
him.
that everyone hates. If you don't hate City, then you got something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Basically.
But anyway, I think that pretty much wraps it up, really. Give Raya man of the match again for all the saves he made over.
Might as well.
You said, didn't you? Like we've had way too many good performances from him. Really, it's kind of worrying, isn't it? How many shots he's facing? But
He's had like 3 or 4 man of the matches this season. He's only played like 7 games, 6 games.
You kind of want to see maybe a defender or something stopping it getting there in the first place and then getting man of the match. But yeah, anyway, sometimes you just got to grind it out. And
you can't blame us for doing that because we're down for 10 men for 15 odd minutes.
Yeah.
Also, do you think they played on too long as well in the second added time? Because didn't they score in 8:30 when it was only 7 minutes added?
Yeah, I don't think we wasted that much time actually in added time, did we? We obviously wasted like crazy in the match.
Well, I don't know who does it, but they asked someone to say how long the ball was in play. And it was in play for 35 minutes, the highest of the Premier League this season.
Well, yeah, because they were just passing around, weren't they? Like side to side.
So how is it added 7 minutes on? And games that have less of the ball in play, they have like 5 minutes or 4 minutes in. So there's that 7 coming.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, it's a good result for Arsenal at the end of the day.
Could have been better. A minute off it being better, but is what it is. Move on.
Yeah. Talking of moving on, to the second game, West Ham against Chelsea. Did you watch this one? I'll see the highlights from you.
No, like the scoreline and who scored, but didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was just so easy. When Arsenal have been to West Ham's ground in the past, and they just completely open. It was like that again. Like the first few minutes, Jackson, I don't know, it's sort of like Haaland's goal. It's just opened up in the middle and just put him straight through, and it was actually really similar. Just places it in the near post corner. And then when he's on the left hand side channel, like Haaland did on the right. Just placed it in, and Jackson looks really confident right now, I think.
This manager's actually pretty good, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's more good. He's playing proper football, and he really attack. And I should say Sancho got the assist for that one. He started his first game for Chelsea, I think, did he?
Did he have a good game? Because I had mixed opinions online saying he had a good one or he had a bad one.
I don't know, he's alright. Yeah, it's just he doesn't really do too much, does he? But he's got good vision. I think that's actually his main strength, is his vision. Everyone says it's dribbling, but he's really good at picking out passing. And then Jackson got another goal after that, really. It was just complete domination. And then West Ham tried to change it up. Lopetegui, he took Rodriguez off. But Souček on, 30 odd minutes. Just to try and sort of rescue the game, because they got completely battered. But it didn't really change much, to be honest.
Where's Palmer playing deeper this season?
Don't know, I think it's pretty similar. I think he's just got more of a free role, maybe, so he comes back a bit more, I think it's pretty similar. He sort of plays off the right sometimes, and number 10. So, yeah. And he gets a goal after half time as well, which Jackson actually got an assist for.
So you played well
then? Yeah. It's got to be man of the match, really, isn't he? I wanted to say as well, they brought Neto, Felix and Nkunku on, within 5 minutes of each other in the second half. Completely changed the front line, but the players they're bringing on were actually better than the ones that started.
We rate all of them, don't we?
Yeah. Madueke is good. Jackson, he's growing on me. I didn't used to like him, but and I think Sancho's a good player. You just can't, have a go at anyone for not performing at United, because the players have been there before and failed. So.
And mentioning United.
Yeah.
Get onto that game, should we?
Yeah. It's so boring, isn't it? Like, there were chances in the game, I suppose.
Thinking about Bruno Fernandes. Instead of just striking the ball well, he just does a Travella shot, doesn't he?
I forgot about that one, yeah. Yeah, it's one of them, it's like coming across, like coming from his left hand side, so you just let it go across, you don't need to smack with your right. But he like meets it like where his left foot should be meeting it. With his right.
You're not going to get enough curl on it to actually get it on target, are you?
No, it's like an insane goal if you get on. Like, if you're close to the goal, fair enough. Get your strong foot on it, but what?
Don't know what he's doing. My granddad really hates that, doesn't he, when he does the outside foot shots?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Who even played well? Henderson. He was really good, wasn't he, for Palace, actually? Made some crucial saves there.
He did a pretty good point, didn't he, against his old team?
Yeah, you could tell he was really up for it, wasn't
he? And also, Onana, he made a few good saves, didn't he?
Yeah, he did actually, yeah. Yeah, they went to each other at the end, didn't they? And like, oh yeah, that was a great one over there. And then he's like, oh yeah, yours was good there as well. That sort of thing.
And admiration.
Yeah.
Especially that Onana one where he had to make a double save, did he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, maybe like not as good as Rise, but it was still good.
It's up there, saves of the season, top 5.
Yep. I don't know, there's not really much to say because not much happened really. There's like a few chances, but no like massive ones, but unless I'm forgetting.
No, don't think so. I'll mention how Rashford actually played a good game in the cup and got like a goal or two, did
he? Yeah.
And then he just didn't start this game for some reason.
Yeah, like the whole of last season, he never had a single good game. Plays him every match, never drops him. And then this season, he has 2 good games in a row, and then he drops him. Like when you've got Europa League coming up, which nobody cares about. It's FC20. They're playing.
You have to just start Garnacho, Rashford, and Xerxes, don't you?
Yeah.
Why is Diallo starting?
I don't know. He had a good pre-season, but he's been rubbish really. He hasn't done much in the actual leagues. I don't know about the midfield for United. Like it's just like I don't think Ugarte is going to help the situation either, because he's sort of like another. Like he's not a purely defensive midfielder, is he? Yeah.
And then for some reason they don't play Casemiro.
Yeah.
And they didn't sign a DM, so.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He's not a DM at all. He's like more like a little bit of a more advanced Kante role, isn't he? Really, like he's like an aggressive player. Like he's not just going to sit there, which you need, like a Rodri or a Partey or something.
It's just awful balance, Eriksen, Mainu, and him.
Yeah, I just don't understand what the hell's happening there, really.
Maybe that would work in the Ajax when he was managing Ajax. Like, just get them workers in midfield.
Yeah.
Against worse quality players.
Yeah, true.
But against Premier League players, it's just not going to work, is it?
No. Oh, I just thought actually, Eze missed a big chance, didn't he?
Yeah,
Forgot about it. Yeah. Which, they didn't really deserve it, did they? Because United were probably the better team. But, Eze was good when he was coming off. He said to the manager, like, oh, I should have scored.
I think there was a similar cutback a few minutes before, where it was like way harder to score that one.
Yeah, maybe.
And then that one was just like easy as hell, isn't it, for professional football?
Yeah, especially him. He's obviously the main man for them, isn't he?
Yeah.
Should say actually Kamada didn't do much, did he? Even though he's been like really heavily involved in the previous Palace games I've seen.
Yeah, he was really deep in this game. Like if he got a pass through, then it didn't get anywhere because it was just so deep.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. I think the manager's like messing about with it too much, and he just needs to get a team and just stick with it.
Yep. Yeah, we think Kamada's good, don't we?
Yeah.
It wasn't his best game.
No.
Yeah, so what's up with Ten Hag just subbing off like Martinez and Delict when they're just fine. They're not injured or anything.
I really don't understand that. Like, I know he's saying like they haven't had games or whatever, but we're a few games into the season. Like, surely they're fit. Like, they're just not training or something.
Delict did a full pre-season with Bayern.
Yeah.
He's clearly fit enough to start match.
Yeah, and Martinez was with Argentina, wasn't he? And so he's had a couple of games there.
I just don't know why you're doing that. Like, you're risking it, aren't you? Like, they're solid. They haven't conceded for 80 minutes. Just have them off. You're risking, like, the Eze chance. Someone not picking up a man because they've only just come on.
Yeah.
And then you risk losing 1-0.
What about Martinez? That insane challenge he did.
He's so lucky that he didn't actually touch the ball or the man.
Like, that is just unbelievable. Like, no one makes challenges like that nowadays. He does actually do that. Goes in with his studs, and a lot. Right.
He's like Romero. He just can't help himself, can
they? Yeah, and them two play together, don't they? In Argentina. So, hate to play against them, Jesus Christ. Being like every time it's like a 50-50, there's no way I'm going in. Because they're just going to break your leg one day.
It's like you technically just should get a red just for doing that, even if you don't touch the player.
Yeah.
It's just out of control. And
like, what's the point? Like, what's the point in that sense?
And then obviously there's the whole complaint that he didn't touch him, so I don't know, you can't send him off or whatever, but
yeah.
You just can't do that anymore, can you?
No.
Very lucky that he didn't actually catch him.
Yeah.
Because that would have been pre-match ban, right? Straight red.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Is that about everything in that game?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And then watched a bit of the Forest Brighton game. I didn't watch it all, really. So I don't want to comment too much on that, but I just think Forest are playing quite well, really, about what I've seen in the first half.
Just seen the spell of Brighton really scored like 2 in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then Forest's like mentality, I think, is a bit shot in them. Like, because they keep like losing or not picking up what they deserve, I think, really.
And then it took them a few minutes to get dusted up, and then they worked their way back into the game and
that's it, basically, yeah.
Got the equaliser.
Yeah. But yeah, overall it was an alright weekend of football, really. And, you got some cup games as well this week coming up. We should add on the end here, actually, about the Champions League. Maybe our thoughts on that.
Yeah, because we were going to cover the Champions League in a separate video. But then we watched this new format and it's just awful. And
yeah.
It's the worst football viewing experience I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a single good game of all the ones I watched.
It's not worth even talking about anything because nothing of note happened, did it?
No, the only thing in the whole time I remember was Ryan making that double save, which was the only thing that happened in the whole game.
So, we're just not going to cover the Champions League group stage, are we, until it gets to the knockout round?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. It's just pointless, boring. I had to look at the next round of fixtures. There's no good games, really, so only Arsenal, PSG, I think one other one.
And then they just get worse from there because all the good teams are supposed to have played each other in the first 3 weeks. And then all the trash teams you got after that.
Yeah. I'd much rather have 2 games against another good seed, which you used to have, and then you have another 2 games against like an average, and then another 2 games against rubbish team. And just sort of balance that, isn't it? So
there's a chance for an upset. The worst team might beat one of the big teams.
Like, I can still remember it now, Celtic beating Barcelona. It's just 11 years ago.
Yeah, but if Celtic beat Barca now, then, they get 3 points, but they still end the group on 5 points.
Yeah.
So there's no chance they get 3.
No. It's just a bit disheartening, really, because I really like the Champions League. I always look forward to it coming around. Now I'm just not bothered at all, really.
And it even goes on way longer. It's usually finished before Christmas. And now it's going into January, maybe even February, isn't it?
I don't know, yeah. It's going to have to, isn't it? They got extra games. So. Stupid.
And they've just ruined it. Obviously, it's not going to change for a few years at least, is it?
No, I just hope people don't say it's good.
I heard people saying, first game day was good just because Bayern whacked a terrible team.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to see that, do you?
It's just boring.
Like, they wouldn't have been in the tournament if there were less teams.
Mm.
Well, it's just more qualified, so you're going to get these broad differences in goals.
Yeah, that's like a really rare result in the Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah, it's never happened before. Nine goals.
Yeah. You remember like 8-2 Bayern and Barca?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's just like one of them freak things, isn't it? Where like the mentality just falls apart.
Yeah, and everything they touched went in or whatever.
But this one is just like a quality issue, isn't it? Because you're putting in like a Conference League team in Zagreb, really. Who've gone quite weak in the last few years against one of the best teams in the world. Yeah, it's just not going to happen, is it?
Obviously, we've got more of that coming up.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then, the big teams when they played each other, like City and Arsenal, they just got draws, didn't
they? Yeah, that's all you need, isn't it? Statistically, that's all you need.
It's awful. And then it just ruins some of the records previously set in the competition. Like Ronaldo's goal record.
Yep.
They got extra games against way worse teams. His goal record's going to be close to being beaten.
Yep.
If it's not a player playing currently, then it's going to be one in the future.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, we'll wait for the Premier League next week now.
We've got Leicester, haven't we?
Alright.
I think.
That should be easy.
And apparently Trossard's banned for the cup game on Wednesday and not the Premier League game.
Alright.
So,
Not bad.
That's alright. Because we should beat Burnley. No, who have we got? Bristol.
Bolton, is it?
Bolton. One of the Bs.
Yeah, one of the rubbish teams in the begin with B. But yeah, anyway, that'll do for this week, I think.
Probably a long one. Felt like a long one.
Yeah.
So we've actually got a bit of a bonus for you here. Acting like we're going to wrap up the video, but we're going to cover the Bolton Arsenal game, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good game, really, wasn't it? Especially with the team we had out, we just won easy, didn't we?
We just settled into the game because we changed a lot of players in the first 20 minutes, and then we got going, didn't we? We could actually give away a penalty in that first 20 minutes, couldn't
we? Yeah, I don't think it was a penalty, but like you say, some refs would have given it, wouldn't they?
I think we still would have won easy, even if we did.
Yeah.
Concede it, but and then Rice got a bit of space on the edge. And it shouldn't have happened, should it? Because two of the Bolton players miskicked them all.
Yeah. Oh, there's Nichols on it. One of the guys from the academy who crossed it. It was an alright cross, really. But, like I say, should have been easily cut.
And then obviously he's a world-class player, and if you give him that time on the edge, he's just going to find the corner. And
Yeah, I don't know if, a better keeper even would have saved it, to be honest, from the Premier League. He was right in the corner.
I think so.
Yeah, I should say, I think early on in the game, the keeper our keeper, he's only 16, he played. What's his name again?
His name's Porter. He was the youngest guy to start a match for Arsenal.
Yeah, which I would not have thought he was 16. Looking at him, I would have guessed about 19 maybe.
Yeah.
He was pretty good for that age. Keeper's the hardest position when you're young, isn't it?
Yeah, he made a few catches, didn't he? Usually keepers don't do that.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, the first goal kick he had, Jorginho was telling him what to do, basically. He's just just put it down, sort of act like you're gonna pass it out and then just kick it along, like Ryan does. And it was just good that he reminded him of that, and that's just the importance of Jorginho in the squad, really.
He's really useful to young players.
Yeah, it's like all through the game. He's like either encouraging them or like, criticizing them really, like, some constructive criticism. Because like he knows they're good players, obviously. So just makes you focused on it when someone like acknowledges like you're on the pitch, basically.
And he also did it with Calafiori as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Calafiori did a bit of a loose pass. And that was early on, wasn't it? First like 10 minutes. And then he just encouraged him and just said, "Alright, didn't get punished, let's keep going on."
Yeah. What was the next goal after that then?
Was it the Wineri one?
Yeah, maybe.
Was it the one where Lewis Skelly passed it through to Sterling and then he crossed it?
Yeah, and was it Jesus? Just about missed it, didn't he, in the box? And then Wineri just there at the back post, wasn't
he? Yeah, easy tapping.
Yeah, but Lewis Skelly as well. He was pretty good, wasn't
he? Yeah.
I think he's got the most quality, probably, of all the young ones that played.
And he was like dribbling it left back when he was like, he's probably going to lose it, but he actually came out with it.
Yeah, and his passing ability as well really stood out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wineri got another, didn't he, after half time? Like, and we said he probably should have passed it to Rice. It would have been raging, probably, wouldn't he, if he didn't score it?
Yeah, because it was like the first goal ever if he would have passed.
Yeah, and I think like a better keeper would have saved this one.
Yeah.
Because it was like right under him, wasn't
it? Yeah. He actually dived the right way as well. Like, it's not like he tricked him with the eyes or something.
No.
He got really lucky the keeper didn't save.
Yeah, but it just shows the confidence in Wineri as well, doesn't it? Like, he just thinks he's a baller, doesn't he? You can tell by like the way he dribbles and stuff.
I wonder if Lewis Skelly or whatever would have got in that position, they would have actually passed it.
Yeah, I think so. They seem like them sorts of guys, the rest of them.
But he just seems like he wants to be in the first team, and he's good enough to be in the first team.
Yeah, I think Wineri is actually the best overall player, isn't he? Like, at the moment, of the young ones. But we'll see how he gets on, really. And then, what was it, Bolton's goal after that?
We actually picked up on it before it happened. They had a corner. Well, we had a corner, and they broke on us. And only Jorginho was back, but at that time it went straight to him, and he dealt with it. But then we had another corner, and they broke on us again. But he was just really slow, wasn't he, Jorginho? Yeah,
and you could see after the first one, they recognised, the situation. And they're all just bombing forwards when they like loads them. Like trying to get up there, like for the rest of the game, really, any corner we got.
Yeah, so, hopefully in the next round they don't put Jorginho back there again.
I don't really understand it, like, why can't Lewis Skelly or someone go back there? Nichols was there, but I don't know what he's doing. He's just like a bit too far forwards, maybe.
And Lewis Skelly is the one who was like challenging on the edge, so I'm guessing he was supposed to be back, but he like came forward trying to get the interception, isn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of dropping off.
I don't know. But, it was decent. Like the commentator said, it was decent for the Bolton fans, wasn't it? They've had like a really hard time of it over the past few years.
They come to London and they've seen the goal against Arsenal, so
yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, obviously the keeper got taken on pretty easy, but it's like the hardest thing for a keeper, isn't it, one-on-one?
Yeah. Like, you just like forget how difficult that is. Like when you see like Alisson doing it or something. He just narrows the angle so well. And like I think Alisson would have got out and got it, wouldn't he? Because there was like a big touch from the forward, wasn't it?
Yeah, just before he took the touch around him, the touch was awful, wasn't
it? Yeah. But, you can't expect him when he's 16 to actually read that situation.
He just hasn't been exposed to it enough, has he?
No. Well, I think he's got a lot of potential with his height.
And the point on why he was playing is that Tommy Stepford's injured, and Neto's kept out.
Yeah.
And also Rai was injured, but we're going to play him anyway, won't we?
No, that's it. But yeah, I'm guessing it was Sterling's next.
Yeah. Was it Saka? He just completely sat and defended him.
Yeah, he was just standing there, like looking up in the box when he like trying to pick someone out, and then in the end he didn't pick anyone out. Basically, he just like smashed it across them.
And then he just got a tap in, didn't he? Still.
Yeah, just fell to him nicely, and he just tapped it in, which he does a lot, doesn't he? He used to do it for City.
Yeah, and just a word on his performance. Like he was involved in like pretty much every goal in this still.
Yeah, it's the thing. We know he's a good player. It's just when we get to a final, he's going to mess it up, isn't he? Like, they're going to bring him on at the end, and he's going to miss a chance, or do something stupid.
Yeah, but in these like rotation games, he's obviously going to do well because he's a decent player, really.
Yeah, like I know we think Trossard and Martinelli, like they're ahead of him, but I can see Sterling actually getting that position. I can actually see it happening.
I can't see him getting ahead of Martinelli.
Yeah, I can just imagine it happen because he's only got to play like a couple of good games, and like Martinelli hasn't been the best this year as he could to his full potential. So I'm just saying it could happen.
I'm just thinking, I don't know if Arteta thinks about it, surely he does, but what Martinelli offers just besides goals and assists, like just how he gets you up the pitch with his pace and dribbling.
Yeah.
And then his defensive abilities as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can just see it happening. I can see it coming up.
He's
going to play some Champions League games, Sterling, as well.
Yeah, especially if we got a few good wins in the next few games, and then we're basically nailed on for the next round or whatever, top 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
And you'll get in against the rubbish ones, really.
Yeah. And Havertz finished it off, didn't he?
And obviously, it's a very smart finish. Well, it was quite easy. But, a lot of strikers would have hashed it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if Jesus would have scored that one. Probably not.
Probably not. No. Yeah.
So good he's got another goal to keep him going, He hasn't scored in like 2 games, as he said.
Yeah, right.
Get another one.
Yep. I think that pretty much sums it up, really. Obviously, the young players are getting tired at the end because they're not used to playing in the first team. But
yeah, and Lewis Skelly went up, and he don't know if he actually got an injury or if he just give it all his all, so he's tired.
He was completely dumb. My God.
Seen like a picture of all of them, like after the game, all the young ones took a picture.
Yeah,
together.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And he was there, so I don't think it's like too bad. It might be like a few weeks or something.
Yeah. I thought the centre half had like a Albanian name, maybe. What was his name?
Yeah, it was like, what was his first name? Was it actually Maldini?
Yeah, Maldini. Yeah, I've heard about him before. Someone saying like, they actually named him after Maldini, his parents. And he's a centre half now, but he's like really tall, and I think he looked quite comfortable on the ball, didn't he?
If you looked at him, you'd say he's like 25,
Yeah.
Albanian dude, but he's actually a youngster.
I thought he was going to be like some 20-year-old who's just like in the under 21s, just stuck down there. He's never going to make it in the first team. Again, he's another young one who you just don't expect.
Yeah.
They're all good. They're all good players, aren't
they? Yeah. And like players like Hammond, isn't he? Didn't even play.
He's in the selfie when he the picture, but he's just like not smiling. I'm just going to assume he wasn't smiling because he didn't get on. Yeah. But no, I think a couple more of them weren't smiling. I thought it was weird. I thought that was weird, really. Like, you just made your debut smile for the picture, and like you just played.
It was like awkward teenagers or whatever.
Yeah. I think they're cool or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it's just like a good one to talk about, really, when it's like good to see some different players. Because we have the same 11 every week, don't we? Because it's just like so good now.
Yeah, and you have to keep the same level then. Compete in the Premier League.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice to see some of the young players.
Definitely. That pretty much wraps it up.
And then do you want to say who we got in the next round?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably the best draw. Besides it, obviously would have been better if it was at home, but
Yeah.
in terms of the team, it's one of the weakest in the draw.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how good Preston are now, to be honest. Like, I think they're in the Championship, right?
Yeah.
I don't really follow that too much. So it'll be interesting. I'd probably just go with the same team again, to be honest. Similar, you know.
Yeah.
Half first teamers, half young players and fringe players. And I think we'd beat them again, really. And then you're in the quarters then, so anyone can win the tournament, can
they? Yeah. And yeah, just quickly mention that Spurs got City, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Pep said he's going to rest them all, which I don't believe for 1 minute.
I don't know, I think he might do.
He just lies constantly, and you can't trust the word he says.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Spurs could actually get through that if they do rest them, because they're going to put their full team out on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll look forward to that. This tournament's actually alright, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Used to hate it, but it's going above the Champions League now.
Yeah. Till we get in the knockout round.
Yeah.
And that's over by like February and January usually. So
Yeah.
you just win it, you've won a trophy, and you just forget about it. It's done.
Yeah.
It's not like the FA Cup or Champions League where it just goes on the whole season and you're just sick of it.
Yeah, right. I like the FA Cup as well. I think that's all good. You're just really good when you get to round 3, and it's just teams trying to beat like a Premier League team, and they're just like from nowhere. You've never even heard of them. So good.
And Wrexham have had a couple of good FA Cup runs recently as well, so that's been pretty good for us.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll look forward to that, and next round of Premier League games as well.